Yeah, what's going on, friends and family? My name is Skylent, and I just became aware of a game called the Warhorn, which is actually set to release into early access January 29th, 2019. That's kind of coming up here, and it's being developed and published by Pigeons Interactive, who I've never heard of. And apparently this is going to be their first game, at least on Steam, so that's a thing. Anyways, I'm going to be playing this trailer over and over again for you friendlies, and if that's okay, yeah, cool, whatever. We go for a quantity over quality thing here at Skylent Games, and hopefully that's neat. Anyways, also, do know that as we talk about this, and as you hear my enthusiasm, my excitement, and the color for my character, that's mostly from the ideas of this game and what it kind of represents amoebously, you know? I'm not thinking that this game is going to be the best game ever. I don't think, it's going to be great. I can't even tell you if it's going to succeed. What I can tell you is what I'm reading and what I'm seeing now is freaking hype. That's it. I'm just trying to have fun. That's all this is. And somebody who studies game design and somebody who's been reviewing games for so long and is so in love with the revolutions, I guess, and the revelations that gaming can bring. I love the future of gaming, and so, yeah, I'm going to talk about some new games that are upcoming, okay? So anyways, this is why I'm too excited for the Warhorn, and immediately coming at this, if you know my history, I played a lot of MMOs, and I think a lot of them are bad, just straight up. I think some of them are good, I think some of them are good games, but I think a lot of them are bad MMOs, if that makes sense, and I'm certain you guys have had this experience as well. So, like, in a lot of cases, the Elder Scrolls Online maybe would have been better, especially the leveling experience, if it wasn't technically an MMO. If it was just, an online or cooperative RPG, probably would have been really great. And the last time I did this video talking about Outward, which is an online RPG, I kind of, hinted at similar things there. I think that the Warhorn here, coming at the approach of not being an MMO, like specifically it's promoting itself as an RPG. It's just an RPG. It's online. Yeah, it's multiplayer, but it's an online, it's an RPG first, not MMO. Its foundations reminded me a lot of when I played Minecraft. Minecraft built itself up from the ground up to first and foremost be a very specific experience, and then, people added on, the add-ons like Townie, stuff like that. You had the MMO servers, and then players were able to tailor their experience from there, and the developers were able to, support that later. But a lot of games, they just try to slam you in the face with all these MMO mechanics, mainly because they could monetize them. You know what I'm saying? Like dungeon runs, the stamina systems, all that blah, blah, blah. Yeah, The Warhorn is going to probably be very reminiscent, and if you can see the gameplay, like, it speaks for itself. Kind of survivally, kind of like a fantasy RPG survival game, which again, Outward seems to be like that. A lot of other games taking inspiration from that sort of concept, but they're also taking inspiration from those games and realizing, whoa, you don't technically need to be an MMO to actually be extremely social, incredibly cooperative, and engrossing in terms of online interaction. It doesn't need to have that name. And so first, I just needed to get that out of the way. The Warhorn, you're sexy because you're not false claiming as an MMO, which if you were Chinese and especially free to play, holy crap, I would believe this would have MMO all over it. Anyways, could this game turn into an MMO? Could it have like a Rend situation where it's like, yeah, it can be, it might not be, Rend, Rust, Minecraft, they can and cannot be MMOs. I think maybe, sure. I don't know how the servers are going to work in this game. I'm still just, just seeing this for the first time. And of course, what a game says and shows in the beginning versus what it turns out to be. Atlas, bless, No Man's Sky. Yeah, okay, so just see where I'm coming from. We are going to be talking about the hype though, but I try to be realistic. So anyways, I don't know how this game is going to turn out in the end, but I'm just excited that it's going to have a humble foundation. That's it. I just want a kind of open world, just like, Outward, just an open world kind of cooperative experience. I can start up a server, maybe with you guys with a Discord, links in the description, by the way, stream it, have fun with it, build up a town, build up a city, and, just have that Minecraft kind of towny dungeon diving experience that actually has a little bit more of an engrossing adventure that we don't get in pure online games like Minecraft. Now, because you don't really have stories in those. Some servers do. Some servers do have stories. Don't get me wrong, but just saying. So anyways, what can you do in this game? I already kind of hinted at it. You are actually going to be building up towns. There is actually management systems also in place. And I do like how on the Steam description here, it says that there's going to be puzzles. It says dangerous dungeons. It's a dangerous world. I do like that. A lot of the times in these online games, the difficulty just spikes down, just fucking drops. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it stays dangerous, but then again, that's just flavor text so far. But it does say puzzles, specifically. And if you've ever played an MMO, you're probably scratching your head thinking, wait, when's when's the last time there was an actual puzzle in an MMO? And I'm right there with you guys. That's one of the first things that, you know, I love having like a little list of things I just like to puzzle. Like, you know, how can I create artificial intelligence truly? You know, how can I bring back the dead? And then also, how can I make an MMO that's based around puzzles? You know, it's just something that's fucking impossible, essentially. It's something that's like God tier, like Promethean, essentially. Whoever comes up with that is going to be like the next Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, you know, like a true revolutionary, a visionary. So puzzles and MMOs just really don't work. But if you're not trying to be an MMO and you're trying to make it more a cooperative-based experience, I'm sure you guys can think of lots of awesome co-op games that do some really cool puzzles. Most of the time it's just 2 players, and I think doing it for a group of people is a lot harder, but, you know, I think in the dungeon setting, it can really work, especially if you have different classes or different spells, abilities, you know, maybe like different kind of dungeons. You know, they have different kind of puzzles, basically like Legend of Zelda. Like, really, I'm hoping that the Warhorn has puzzles that's more akin to Legend of Zelda versus Skyrim. You know, Skyrim puzzles were like not puzzles. But yeah, you know, I can hope and I can dream, right? But anyways, it did turn me on that they said puzzles. Also, again, I like to apologize because I know that a lot of this stuff is surface level, but the reason I do that is because this is kind of a video that can't be taken too seriously. I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of every little detail. You guys can, you know, if you get excited over this video because of my excitement, then you can go see all the little details too. But anyways, I will read off some things here so that we can get a little bit of where this game is coming from. So immediately also in the about this game section on Steam, it does say that we start life we were a lumberjack and then we got bored of that. And it's like, nah, fuck it. I'm going to be an adventurer. So I don't know, like, if our character's going to have a proper backstory. I'm assuming not, because this game is built also to be cooperative, but I don't know, there might be a little bit more of a interchanging with maybe the world setting. Like there might be some substantial lore, like more than Minecraft. Minecraft's like, it's all a dream, basically. So maybe it's going to be a little bit more substantial, kind of like what we're seeing with Hytale. Maybe not. I don't know, but apparently there's also like this super epic magical artifact called the Warhorn, which is the namesake of the game. Apparently it says it's a relic capable of granting immortality, which might be important in a game like this. So yeah, it says, I do like this because it does focus on a lot of settlement, a lot of survival mechanics. You decide to settle on one of the islands where your story shall begin. Does that mean we can't explore other islands? Does that mean there's like multiple different I don't know how that's gonna work, but the Warhorn is a take on the unique mixture of genres, the most important ones being RPG, city building and management, which is, it's really big. It actually doesn't even say technically survival there. Like you would normally think, okay, like Life is Feudal is like, it's a survival MMO, Gloria Victis, et cetera, so many others, or hardcore sandbox PvP kind of game. No, it says RPG and then city building and management, which is freaking awesome. Now, obviously just from the gameplay, which is again, replaying over and over again, you know, you're getting some survival sim-ish kind of vibes, but no, it seems like they really want to focus on city building. So I don't know. I want to see the potential of that, because that is something that's something that I really always wanted more and more in Minecraft, but I could never do that. You couldn't really have too many villagers, too many NPCs. Maybe with some updates and some add-ons you could, but if this game can bring that to life, this game might just feel like an MMO despite not being one. So yeah, let's go through the bullet points. Fuck it, let's read it. It says, explore a vast open world including 5 themed biomes, like spring, summer, autumn, winter, desert. So yeah, Minecrafty, okay, got it. And there's some sub-biomes, but gotcha. Okay, anyways, a vast open world that's apparently separated by islands? I don't know. Solve challenging puzzles. It does say challenging. While most of them can be done alone, okay, I'm okay with that. Most of them being done alone, probably expedited with cooperation. Hopefully that's true. It does say some might need a helping hand or 2. That's pretty good. And hopefully as they add on to the game, because it's early access, they keep making bigger and better and crazier puzzles. That's something that really turns me on. All right, so the various foes. What's the bestiary? I don't know. It just says every biome comes with its own set of animals, beasts, and other denizens. It's going to be fantasy. Some could be neutral, which is neat. Maybe tameable. It's not saying that, but you know, it's early access. Who knows? But others are going to be deadly. So hopefully they will be deadly. Hopefully, if we run into a giant scorpion, it'll sting someone and it's going to pluck them up. Hopefully. Anyway, so how do we learn new skills? You're going to wield a sword, swing a hammer. Hopefully they actually feel different. In a lot of games, it doesn't. Laugh at brute force and master the elements of fire, ice, and light. I don't know if that's all the inclusion of elements. And villagers can teach you many things. But in order for them to share their knowledge, you might have to earn their trust first. So maybe do some quests, maybe just pay them tons of money. Maybe it's going to have trading sequences like we kind of actually got in Minecraft. You kind of had like pseudo quests in Minecraft because of that. I'm fine with that. But I think it's cool that you actually have to, you know, you learn from the actual villagers. How many games do you just automatically learn stuff magically? You know, like Ark, just like, yeah, magic. I killed enough boars. I know how to make a boat. Fuck it. You know, that's weird. So you build an empire. They keep saying city building and management. So what's up with this? You're gonna learn how to build with different materials, create a village to your liking. It says village, but it says empire. I don't know. Villagers will gather resources for you while your village's soldiers are protecting your empire. So okay, here's my dream. I've always wanted this, kind of similar to the village system in Minecraft, how zombies specifically kind of wave horde attack them. Hopefully when you start your empire, it's like that. There's actually a couple IO games that are similar to that, but you don't have NPCs to protect. The NPCs that could be vital to your own personal progression. And hopefully with more people actually playing your game, like we do have that feeling of the townie system in Minecraft, hopefully we have more monsters that attack and it doesn't become easier. I want it to be more difficult, but also more rewarding. That would be fantastic. Being able to have a bigger empire, bigger village. Yes, bigger monsters attack, but as long as the players are, you know, there and helping you defend and helping you maintain the village, then you guys can all reap the rewards of having more NPCs, higher level NPCs, potentially, bigger quests, better quests, and overall you're gonna be more kitted out. All right, so be ready for war. Build powerful war machines to either defend your village or attack another in a fight for resources. So this is probably going to be similar to what we see in Ark Survival Evolved, where you can have basically siege machines with the giant monsters. You do have different guilds and different, you know, plantations and stuff around the city. It says war, and it's using kind of MMO terminology there, so I don't know if this is meant for other players. Okay, here's my dream. I really hope that there are straight up NPC villages, NPC kingdoms, because just having it just like Ark means that if I just wanted to just play, you know, on my own server, then I'm gonna be missing like half the content of this game because I would just be playing PvE. But I love PvP, but I just simply wouldn't have enough players. And since this game isn't an MMO and you don't have a fluid influx of players like an MMO, even in MMOs, you don't get sieges very often unless it's like a specific World v World event or what have you, or a battleground. And battlegrounds technically aren't even MMOs, but yeah. Anyways, I would like that. You know, I would like to have NPC villages that spring up and evolve and grow, and you know, you can actually attack them. That'd just be neat. I'm just throwing that out there. Anyways, last bullet point, it says multiplayer. Everything in the game can be done together. Build the most incredible empire, again, it says that, with your friends, trade with other empires, or fight against them. So I'm thinking the multiplayer is an online thing, but maybe the online works in a particular fashion. I don't exactly know how the online works. Like, so we spawned on an island. Can it technically be like almost an MMO? Like, are other empires on other islands? Can we invade their servers? That could be kind of cool. But anyways, let's go read through the early access and what this game is going to have in early access, which is going to be launching again at January 29th. So what do we got to do? Okay. So first, there's going to be bugs. It's going to be awkward. You can see the gameplay. You know what to expect. We've played these kind of games before. Early access is going to be out. It's going to be done in 2020. So it's going to be a 2-year kind of lifespan, which makes a lot of sense. Actually, a lot of games in this, you know, this open worldish kind of genre, they generally aim for 2 years. Though we've seen how that actually turns out. The full version is going to be different because it's just going to have more. It's going to have more content, basically. So the bugs are also going to be fixed. That's what they say. That's what they say. Who knows? And the current state of early access, it's going to come in. Most systems are going to work, you know, as in the final version. The systems are technically going to be there. So yeah, we're going to have, you know, the fighting, the different weapons, bows, magic runes, war machines, creating your village, developing it to the highest level, crafting. That's all going to be in there. Creating NPCs for your village. You can reveal the secret of the Warhorn, and you can finish the main storyline. That's actually the first time they mentioned the storyline. It's not even in a bullet point, but apparently there is a storyline, at least one. I don't know if there's lots of quests. There's just mini quests, but there is a storyline. So that's cool. That's actually awesome. All systems linked to the survival element of the game: killing, looting, cooking, editing, drinking, crafting. That's all going to be in the game, as well as solving puzzles that are essential to finish the game, but they're going to continue to add that as well. So the price, if you guys want to know, I don't know how much it's going to cost. It's probably going to be like $20. Yes, because we aim for player-driven implementations of features, after our first closed testing phase, we quickly realized that we need more manpower. So they need to hire more people. So that means basically as the game evolves, it's probably going to cost more. So sadly, more manpower means more cost. To cover those, the game pricing will be slightly higher. That's fine. I think most of us are very used to that, and it just makes a lot of sense, especially for an online game as a service. Yeah. So, how are we planning to evolve the community? The usual shit. Okay, so, anyways, guys, that's pretty much what I got to say on the Warhorn. You can actually pick it up on Steam, January 29th, 2019. Hopefully I get a key to actually play it. Don't make enough money to buy it. I might, maybe. We'll see. I'm probably going to stream it. I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of excited for it, or else I wouldn't be making this video. But I do need to learn a little bit more about the game. I need to learn how the online functionality works, how many players can run in a server, how this empire sieging conquest thing works. And you know what? And just in finality, I do want to say, even if just one player can only play with a couple other players, like 8 players, if we can actually build our own kingdoms, we do have our own NPCs that can defend us. If we can create champions and kind of have like a pseudo tower defense system, then just me as a solo player who has all these NPCs, if they can be used to actually invade, then this game could feel probably like an RTS. And in that instance, then I'm totally fine with it being low player count, as long as we can actually have like mercenaries and NPCs and champions to attack and defend with, since we're, doing this empire building and conquest system. I think this could be a really fun game, so I guess you could almost call it like a strategy online sandbox RPG. I don't know. This game is definitely a melding of genres, but of course you guys know I'm all about that. So if you're hyped for this game, let me know with some thumbs up, and also in the comments below what you know, okay, about Warhorn. So that's it. All I can ask is keep the hype alive. My name's Skylent, and I'll see you again next time.